NGX, Group CFO, Chairman of MOFI, I'm Shamsuddin Usman. And I would like to then invite the MD of MOFI, Dr. Armstrong, to introduce himself and the rest of the team here with us. So, thank you.
I'm the Minister, Special Advisor to the President of Finance and Economy, the Chairman of NGX, and CEO, and the CEO of the other subsidiaries. My colleagues, Dr. Armstrong from MetaN, and the CEO of MOFI, and I'm here with my colleagues whom I will now invite to introduce themselves.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Honorable Minister, Chairman of the NGX, CEO, and other members here. My name is Oluwakemi Babalobo. I am Executive Director at MOFI.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister and members of the NGX Executive. My name is Dr. Femi Ushaini, and I'm the Executive Director of Investments for MOFI.
I'm the National Coordinator for the MOFI Real Estate Investment Fund, and it's great, fantastic to be here. We dreamt of this day 24 months back. It's good to be here.
CME, Corporate Secretary and Chief Legal Officer for MOFI.
Real estate remains one of the key enablers of Nigeria's economic transformation, contributing about 12.8% to GDP as of Q2 2025. We celebrate this achievement and take this opportunity to call on the federal government, policymakers, and market participants to leverage capital markets, particularly through the NGX platform.
Thank you very much. I will just make my remarks very brief. I can ask you to stand and protocol already be established. Honorable Minister, first of all, I want to really welcome you in Delhi together with the President's first trip out. We spoke about many of these things. We're very keen and passionate about all that capital that we're attracting, how they impact the capital markets. I remember also in New York where we hosted Mr. President NASDAQ. You were very kind enough under the Senior Special Assistant's support in getting. Thank you for of course, also let me say thank you to Madam Sayari as well, who the chairman said is a very good friend of the house. I think when some of the qualifiers that we've seen recently in our market, which I'll touch on shortly, as the Honorable Minister said earlier, the truth is that this transaction didn't need to happen. There's still breadth of this without the capital markets, but very grateful that we put the capital markets in here, of course, with the support of my colleagues, because these things sometimes have a huge knock-on effect and transformative effect on the world. So really we're thankful, and of course, to everybody who has made this possible, all of the advisors, who the transaction support system.
Away from that, just to also talk about what the markets really has been doing for the federal government apart from taxes in terms of instruments, non-interest finance. In particular, the government have been able to bring over $1 trillion for that industry. We do believe that there are still more opportunities in associated instruments like green bonds, harmonization of interest rates, global oil sources, all that benefits. I think the market can actually bend down more for the government. Thank you very much for you. Enjoy your stay as exchange.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister. Let me also join the Chairman of the NGX welcoming you to the GAK because I'm also part of the Director of African Affairs. On behalf of the Board of Directors of MOFI and the entire MOFI family, I extend our deepest gratitude to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his unwavering support and visionary leadership in enabling this transformative initiative to come to life. I also wish to express our heartfelt appreciation to you, the Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Waleje, for your steadfast guidance to all our partners and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly with us to make this milestone possible. The establishment of MREIF marked a major stride in MOFI's efforts to support the realization of economic growth and improvement in the lives of Nigerians. It not only provides shelter, but also drives industrial activity, creates employment, and stimulates value chains across the economy. Yet, the sector faces complex challenges that demand bold and innovative financing models, challenges that the MREIF was specifically designed to address. The MREIF is more than an investment instrument. It is a catalyst for progress and inclusion. It seeks to mobilize both private and institutional capital toward its national priorities, focusing on sectors that can deliver measurable impact. The MREIF now joins a growing portfolio of initiatives designed to drive growth, inclusion, and fiscal sustainability. This listing of the commercial tranche of the MREIF presents a bold and forward-looking step, a tangible expression of confidence in Nigeria's real estate growth. In closing, I wish to once again express my gratitude to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his leadership and support, to the Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale, for his invaluable guidance. Thank you.
That's the Managing Director of MOFI.
Honorable Minister, sir, if you permit me, I'd like to stand on the existing protocol. So we're very delighted to have a president audacious enough to believe in this program. I also like to thank my boss, the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Mr. Wale, who I'm sure the other service providers and my fellow EDs will testify to the fact that he drove us to the last mile to make sure we deliver this. He summoned us almost every other day, and he will send us messages at 4 a.m. to ask what's going on. So, sir, we thank you for that guidance, for the confidence, for the support, and your experience of the market to understand what it takes to deliver something of this nature. And we're glad that this event, NGX, we've talked about the idea of creating opportunities to bring access to the market. This for us is the beginning of that, and we're looking forward to bringing more of these types of transactions with the guidance of the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy. And we're also looking to seeing this as a mechanism to crowd in capital through government programs and to also provide opportunities for Nigeria.
This is a series 2, $100 billion naira. I hope one day we get naira. And it's an important transaction because it is, as we have heard, people have talked about the economic reform agenda of Mr. President, dealing with age-long, decades-long market distortions that upset the fiscal balance for some time, well over 4% per annum. And those measures have been aimed at achieving economic growth through investment, bringing in particularly the private sector, domestic and international. So this particular transaction, it speaks to that public-private partnership that is allowing investment in productive activity that grows the economy, that creates jobs, and therefore gives people incomes that lift them out of poverty. And I will just, we've talked about the significance of this particular financing in the housing sector to help to start to unleash the potential for driving economic growth at the house which is grow the economy depending largely on our own citizens. Yes, we are factoring direct investments, even if the investment is useful in the short term, and also we have half a million stock property, maybe 8 million pension accounts.
Thanks for the question, Honorable Minister. I'd like to come and just invite you to sign the register. Just the register. Along with the special advisor.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So that we can invite the Honorable Minister and delegation to present the I'll call on the broker to make his request and remarks.
The board of management of Nigerian Exchange Limited, the president of the day, and my fellow brokers. Good afternoon. Continuous Securities Limited and City Investment Capital Limited.
The Real Estate Investment Fund, which we have just listed the Series 2 of today. My fellow brokers, bring the commendation and appreciation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief for the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Right now you have about 850,000 or so clients and going higher. The market is up about 50% this year. You do have total capitalization of what you can call $100 billion. Very well done. You have keyed in to the reform agenda of the federal. You have responded. And there are two things in particular that I would like to leave you with. First is that with what we have listed today, you have made it possible at 100 naira per unit, you have made it possible for ordinary Nigerians to be able to be part of the saving and investment culture that we need for us to rely mainly on our own resources in order to grow and develop the economy. In this particular case, it's in the housing sector. By bringing a channel, which is the stock exchange, to stockbrokers, a channel that allows not just those who are extremely wealthy, but those who, ordinary Nigerians, but who have the desire to save for the future. You have made it possible for them.
3. For he is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us, hooray! And so say all of us, hooray! And so say all of us, hooray! For he is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. 3 happy chairs. First for the Honorable Minister of Finance, being our special guest of honor. Next for the Nigerian Exchange, third and final for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip 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 hip! Hooray! Third and final!
For the second series. Sure. Well, thank you very much. We are delighted as MOFI to be here because it marks a very key milestone in the evolution of MOFI as a world-class state-owned entity that focuses on managing federal government's investments. And so today, it's not just about the listing of an instrument, but it is an indication of where we're going, where the president has given us a clear mandate and a directive in terms of mobilizing capital at scale to invest in priority sectors of the economy, and of course housing is one of those. And so today marks a key kick-off point for that in terms of leveraging on the capital market to mobilize capital at scale from ordinary Nigerians to invest in a sector that also affects all of Nigerians, which is housing, in terms of housing finance. And so we're very delighted about it, and we're looking forward to doing more of such. And we're also very grateful for the Honourable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Dun, who has really guided us through this process and has also been very supportive in ensuring that all the things that we require to make this happen